Oh, greetings, commanders! The live stream has begun. I guess a few minutes ago it began, but the stream is not happy. Oh my goodness. I don't know what's going on. Let's check the quality here. It seems like I've done a lot of stuff for the 5,000 subs quality-wise to the recording software, and I'm a little afraid that I might have turned the settings too high. And now the streaming settings are set for the recording settings, which is causing me a tremendous amount of lag. So, welcome to the stream, everyone. I'm glad you can make it. Tonight is the round of 16. It started today. We have 16 teams left in the playoffs. After tonight's games, tomorrow's games, and Friday's game, we will only have 8 teams remaining, which is how the round of 16 goes. But we have some big names tonight. The first 2 games started off a little slow, so I didn't want to cover them. But then the CAD NYC game started, and that is a madhouse. Was it TNB NYC? I think so. We'll get there in a minute. But as you guys can tell, I think my frame rate is just horrible. I know my regular performance in Nox is really bad, so I'm going to have to make some changes to the stream. I may have to bring the stream down for a minute or two, so I apologize if that happens. Just log right back in. It comes right back. So let's see how this works. Ooh, yeah, that's not going to work. Okay, so let's get to stream settings. What can I do? Now is not the time to realize I need to change this stuff, boys. Now is not the time. So I think the first thing I'll do is change it from 60 to 30 FPS. Yeah, sound is probably being affected as well. Let's see. Oh boy. So stream quality. Yeah, that's a good start. Okay, output, good. Video bitrate, audio bitrate, recording, high quality, medium. Let's see what we can tone down here. Okay, so I am going to have to slow the stream down a bit, boys. So I'm going to have to relaunch the stream. So give me a minute here, and we'll relaunch it. Yeah. Okay. Check. 1, 2. Check. 1, 2. The stream should be live now. And the health of the stream should be tremendously increased, including my performance. And so far... Hey, that was pretty fast, huh? Less than 2 minutes. Looking like we're up and running. So depending on how the stream gets recorded, everyone, welcome to the live stream. I've already said the intro, but I'll do it again. Greetings, commanders. Tonight's the round of 16. We have 6 teams competing for the Season 7 round of 8. The awards are as follows. 2 Spirit Stones, 60 Geist Frags for first prize. Which is it's an okay reward for every single member of the guild, but not as good as maybe it could be for the amount of real money it costs. The winner of this season is going to have to spend at least $20,000 to $30,000 just to win, not to mention the $50,000 to $200,000 accounts they have. So that's a bit of a mess. So if you're not familiar with our game and how ridiculously expensive it is, well, just take it slow. Not everyone spends crazy amounts of money. Most of us just kind of enjoy the game and sit back on the sideline or play our small role. It's a big game, boys and girls. There's plenty for everyone. So anyway, the round of 16 prizes are as follows. Anyone that loses tonight is still going to get 10 Spirit Stone frags, which really isn't that good. If you guys are doing the current Oracle event, you know that you can get a lot better with just, I don't know, a few thousand mop-up tokens. But anyway, anyone that makes it to the round of 8 is going to be guaranteed a half of a Spirit Stone, but really that best prize doesn't come until 4th place. You really want to get 4th place, you get your first Spirit Stone. 4th and 3rd place are about the same. Really not much different there. Yeah, really just 20 Spirit Stone frags. So even 2nd place, not that great. Really, first prize gets that double Spirit Stone. That's what you really want. Go the distance. So that's what we got tonight. It started off today around 12 hours ago. It wasn't too much action going on. There's, as you can see, 6 hours left in the 888 game versus TRN, and then the ALD game versus CHN. Both pretty slow games. However, CHN has started to score a lot of points on ALD, which is Bingo's guild. And it looks like, and Whisper had left the game, so some of their top players are not there, and it looks like CHN is probably going to score enough points to make ALD quit. I don't know. We'll take a look at that game. The 8-8 game is still pretty slow. They're 6 hours in, so I don't know what the slowdown is. But they're patient players. They're smart players. We'll check them out in a minute. But the reason I kicked the live stream on was, one, I wanted to hang out with you guys. Right? It is playoff season. We got to watch the playoffs and keep up to date and keep a log of all this. But also, I jumped into the TNB game versus NYC, which is always a good matchup. NYC is always usually good for a good show, and TNB is pretty aggressive, and it started off with gold jumping and attacking ships. Everything was on fire, so I thought I'd kick it on and do that and share it with everyone and see what you guys are up to. So thanks everyone for joining. If you guys could do me a favor now that I've spent the 3 minutes getting everyone caught up with what's going on for the live stream, how is the stream quality? How's the sound? Are we echoing? How's the mic? Is my camera on? Oh, geez. Okay, what am I doing? Get it together. Get it together. Okay. Let's line this thing up. What am I doing here? Is that the right view? No, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. How about this one? Hey, all right. There we go. Ooh, camera's way back there. Let's move it up. Seems to be okay. No echo. I'm clear. Thank you, Crouton. Army, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Thanks, Rysel, for the technical difficulties, letting everyone know. Okay, so let's take a look. I think the most important thing to do is jump into the less action-oriented games, just to put them on stream, just to say we did it, and then jump into the more action-oriented games. So let's start with ALD and CHN's game here. And good sound, good video quality, good deal. All right, guys, I actually want to show off what ALD has done here. Remember, ALD's Bingo was the biggest or second biggest player in the game. He was attempted to get zeroed. CAD and ALD are two massive rivalries in our game. Big spending guilds from the same server. They're both competing tonight, and Bingo had taken severe losses into the $20,000 to $50,000 range from members of CAD. So I think this is Bingo, or what's left of him. I don't remember his name because he's lost so much power. He used to be $1 billion, but now he's at $466 million. So I don't know what's happening there. But CHN is sitting back. They don't have full attendance tonight. Looks like they're actually at about 1/4 attendance. Maybe they're a guild of a lot of bots. That sometimes happens, but that's not fair to accuse anyone of. I don't really know them that well, so. On ALD's sides, we do have some more famous member. Grizz Eagle's there, Whisper's there, Bingo's there. Who else? There are some other ALD members. I should know them. Insidious. Where's Insidious at? Is he not on? He might not be in. It might be late for him tonight. But it looks like ALD is attacking the front right capital. They have sacrificed the point lead to take the base, which is pretty common. They play defense. They get hit at their ships. Their opponents will attack them as well, actually, ALD will be attacking, and while they're attacking, they have to reveal the stronghold, and during that reveal, good God, that's a big Rogers. Your opponent gets to attack into you and usually score a lot of points. So ALD will have to take this stronghold, and eventually the base if they fall too far behind on points. But this Rogers is no jokes. This is no joke, man. This is a big Rogers. Rogers, I am about to launch the Boss Rogers video tomorrow talking exactly about this type of Rogers, who I kind of griped about a couple months ago, kind of how Rogers has ruined the meta, but Rogers is so easily counterable now. I mean, listen, Rogers can be dismantled by Virgo and Ares gems by just removing his damage. Rogers, if you attack him with Full Metal can remove his defensive stance, giving Rogers no immunity, which means he's just a really soft-hitting commander. Also, Virgo takes away the guaranteed hit of Tyrant Cometh. That might be a bug. But Reinhardt in a straight fight will beat Rogers. Rogers in a straight fight is I mean, there's plenty of ways to deal with Rogers. And Vega 1-slot bust, or Nekajira or Gilly 1-slot bust with tier 12, and penetration gear can bust through Rogers. So he is not as invulnerable as he used to be. So not a big fan of that Rogers play there. Vega's the better choice for airships right now. I get why they're playing Rogers. He's still amazing, but very counterable. So we'll see if anyone comes up with a 500k Full Metal and just pops him out. But that's kind of what's going on in the ALD game. CHN hasn't committed to clearing him yet. They do have the point lead, and we've got how much time left on this? So 55 minutes. No hesitation, or no hurry there. Boss Rogers in the ALD game, tier 12, maxed out. That's what we got. Is that Batman's Rogers? That could be Batman's Rogers. I don't know their names offhand, and I don't have the list in front of me. That could be Batman's Rogers. That's a good question. Rysel is a member of NYC. NYC should be in a game right now. That's what we're going to. That's what we got all excited about. What are you doing in the live stream, Rysel? What are you doing? Okay, let's jump into the 888 game versus Tron. It looks like 888 does have the point lead, but it's a very small point lead. I mean, we're talking a couple million here. 6.7 million to 22 million. So it's not fully residual points, but it is a lot of residual points. So they haven't committed to fighting with full armies yet, just low risk, smaller marches. And TRN did show up in full force. This is Lannis Guild. There are some other big players in TRN. I will admit I am not as familiar with them. There are so many big guilds now. It is pretty difficult to keep up with all of them. Not to mention they change guilds all the time. Oh, this is Kajino's guild. Yeah, so he's sitting on 387 million power. That's their main ship. Just want to remind everyone is, these Apocalypse ships, they suck. These are not good anymore. The penetration hull from Dawn is better than APOC in every scenario except when you need resistance weakened. And even then, you can get resistance weakened in so many other places now. Everyone should be running the Dawn hull. You can see on 888 side, they do have a good showing. All the big ships are here. They've got quite a mass, a dense mass of them all in the backs here. So it looks like they shouldn't have any trouble getting the residual points. But look at this. Tron is jumping around. Looks like they are trying to score points by zeroing ships. Yeah, you can see Captain Nemo here jumping around trying to get some big hits. Basically, he's just attacking the ships that are standing there, hoping they're AFK. Maybe they're working. Maybe they're at home. Basically, they're giving themselves a chance to score points without really having to get into a combat situation where they reveal their troops in a base. But right now, it's still somewhat of a stalemate. 6 hours in, looks like neither side is really committed to taking a base and going for that win, and that's not unheard of. That's pretty common for this level of guild and gameplay. Like Tron and 888 both are aiming to get top 8. They'd like to get top 4. I don't think they realistically think that winning the entire GB is something they could do, because just the budget alone is ridiculous. Although they do have big guilds, they are well courted. They're capable of getting to the round of 16. I just don't know how far they can go. I guess that's what we're figuring out. It's a lot of posturing here. So, okay. As this game heats up, we'll keep an eye on it. We'll come back, see if anything interesting happens. But for now, we'll jump out. I did miss the world chat there. I saw some people calling me out there. I'll try to get back to that later. But we are, 10 minutes into the stream, and I haven't even showed the good battles yet, the big battles. So we'll end at the NYC game. So let's go back down to CAD versus 321. CAD, I think, is the reigning champions. Yeah, I think that's the reigning champions. Oh, God, I better double check that. CAD is the defending champs, right? Right? We'll double check that before we go any further. No, number 6, TNB was the champs. Excuse me. CAD lost to ALD, their server rivals, in the round of 4. Yeah, and if you are watching the battles, remember to watch one replay and give a gift and get your free 10 magazines. It adds up, man. It adds up. After you give away like 12 times, it even comes into like another 30 mags. It's nice. So TNB is the defending champ. Let's jump back into CAD's game. CAD 4th place last season. Sorry guys, it's late. It's 10 o'clock where I'm at. I just gonna yawn a few times here, and that's just what we got to do to get through this. Unfortunately, these playoffs are not at convenient times. They happen all throughout the day, any time of the day, with players from all around the world. So, okay, UN1, UNI. Why are they called something else? Sometimes they change their guild name and it doesn't reflect properties. Yeah, so CHN are now UN1. Do we know anyone in this guild? I know we do. There's got to be some members of this guild. There's Nacho. That's right. We know Nacho. Shout out to Nacho. Nacho is almost at 100 million power. He might be at 100 million. He might have gotten a big hit there. Might be healing that up. But good showing from UN1 tonight. That is quite a good mass of ships. Not as many as is possible. They're not all 80 are there, but definitely a good 30 or 40. So at least half of them. And CAD, no slouches either. Looks like they're doing something similar. Maybe a little bit more ships. A little less dense on the left-hand side here. So maybe a little less, actually. So CAD's, some of their big ships are here. Skywalker's here. But yes, that's the guy you want to watch out for. 800 million. They call him Yes because he's got dollar symbols, and it looks like yes. But he does have a real name that he goes by through his Chinese friends. Us foreigners like to call him Yes. So not too much going on here. I should probably show any important replays. Nacho has a replay. We'll go ahead and put that on. Welcome, Unwanted Spy. Not too much. We did a 10-minute recap of what's going on in Season 7, round of 16, what's on the line, what the gifts are, who are the winners, what the action's looking like right now. Basically, here's what's going on. ALD's Batman is attacking. That game has been going on for 6 hours. Nothing too interesting. His Rogers is out. Tier 12 Waters maxed out. We'll see what happens. We'll check back on that later. That's not too exciting. 888 versus Tron is going on. Also, just a lot of posturing up. No one's really committed to full marches, full troops just yet. 6 hours left on that game. So we wanted to take a look at the CAD game, which is what we're doing now, versus UN1. And I've gone ahead and given away my medal so that I get my free magazines. And nothing too exciting yet here. The points are still pretty low. So that is going to take us to our fourth match, the NYC match, after I go through this one more time, just to make sure I didn't miss any good replays. We'll check the last replay, and then we'll jump to the next one. Is Bingo playing? No, I covered that. I don't think he is. I think Batman's there. I think Whisper, is it Whisper? ALD's Whisper? He left, so I don't know who's there. Wow, look at this. A Tier 7, Tier 2 Chief versus an Infantry Vega. This can happen every once in a while. Pretty rare, but it can happen. Okay, so, yeah, nothing here. Nothing here major yet. So let's go to the action. And, is that real? Oh, yeah, so the emoji messes up the text here. Unwanted A. Here's a theory. What if the 7 pirates were the hacker and they attacked 666 so they could give him all the troops back so he would not quit from the previous attacks? No. So the thing was that Bingo was on a different server than the hacker. The hacker was on 66's server, and that's since been remedied. They left the account there to investigate how it all happened and whatnot to make sure it doesn't happen again. But that has since been remedied. Yep. So, not going to go over the hacker thing again. Basically, it's an app. It can be hacked. Once it gets hacked, though, the server side is going to figure out that it doesn't match what the app is reading, and it gets corrected. And then eventually gets reported, and then it gets restored. It's never permanent. None of these big ships are hacking their way to the top. That's the devs know. We're a small game, We really are a small game. I like to remind people of that, and I'm going to do that real quick, and then we're going to jump into that NYC game. Remember, you can go to the star map at any time and look at every single server. You can go here and query all the servers. This is all of them. From top right to bottom left, you can go and read them. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 across the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 going down. 9 times 8 is 72. That's only 72 servers. We normally average around 100 to 111. So we used to open a server every single day. They've slowed down quite a bit. I think it's a server every 3 days now, every 4 days now. And it's real obvious to see who those servers are. You can go here to the bottom here, 990, 991, 992. They haven't even been claimed yet by the main guilds. So there you go. That's how that works. It looks like server 102. A donation came in for AUZ. Keep it coming. You got it, man. That's what we're doing. I was just rolling out content earlier. Rendering new videos and outros to the videos so that I can remind people to do stuff like go to the Line community and join the Reddit community. And at the end of this video stream tonight, we are going to be doing a release commander. We are going to be doing a release commander. If you guess it right, you are going to get a limited edition special print run melt pin. That's it. How cool is that? It's an official melt pin. If you didn't know about these, one of the promoters of the channel, Army, made a bunch of these and sent them to me to give out as gifts or to do whatever I want with them, and I'm giving them out. So I think they're really cool, man. They're really well done. They're double pin backs. I don't know what people use pins for in the modern world, but if you have a use for it, you're going to get one. So if you guess the commander right, you get one. I'll mail it right out to you. Give a shout out to Visa. Are you guys done? I think you guys are playing right now. I thought you guys were playing right now. Did you guys already play? I know I covered Visa last week. Oh no, you guys, I've got your banner. Visa is playing, I want to say tomorrow, or is it Friday at midnight? Check on the line group. I actually have a promotional banner that's advertising that game. I may be covering that. I don't know. Okay, what do we got? Caught me off guard there. Okay, so the guesser of the release 10 gets a pin. If there's multiple winners, we get multiple pins. If we run out of pins, maybe we'll order more. I don't know. The next thing. I got one more thing, and then we're going to go into that game. Oh, yes. I've got fan mail. I've got fan mail. I got to put it on. We're taking the Lebowski pin off. We've got, I was saying earlier this week, last week, if you want to send me pins, I'm totally out of pins. I need more pins. Send them to me. Well, I've got mail. So, Exo Stalker and Serenity, old friends of the channel. Friends, I mean, they started the Sky Kingdoms Guild. They've been doing this thing a long time with me. They sent me some new pins. This is the new pin. This is going to be ridiculous. Now, just for the record, I never said what kind of pins you could send me. I said, you send it. If it's not vulgar, I'll wear it. Well, Serenity, she's a smart girl. She's a tier 12 player, airship player, Vega player. She's a smart girl. She knows what she's doing. Look at the pin she sent me. Can you believe this? She sent me, what is it, a Firefly Serenity pin? It literally has her name on it. What a goon, right? It straight up has her name on it. She's like, oh, you're going to wear any pin? Oh, I'll just get one with my name on it. But you know what? I need new pins. And this is a new pin. And frankly, it's going to look freaking badass on this hat. So we're going to push it on and hope it doesn't fall off or stab me. Okay, here we go. It kind of looks awesome. The only problem, though, is that my camera is flipped. So there you go. There it is. See? There it is. The camera's flipped in the main recording. But that's freaking badass. That actually goes well with the whole outfit and getup. All right. Oz from the Visa Guild, thanks for the donations. Without further embellishment of the story and the playoffs, let's jump into the action, guys. Let's talk Ark of War. Let's talk high-level stuff. If you're guessing your commander right now just to feel out everyone else, that's fine. I'm going to ask again, but whatever your last response is going to be the commander you get locked in for at the end. So let's jump into Champion TV. Let's go take a look at TNB versus NYC. It looks like already NYC has a 38 million point lead over 4 million to TNB. The plan that TNB had to jump around and hit ships to get an early lead looks like it failed, or they lost it and they're trying to get it back. So NYC have always been competitive, always been top 8. They're not quick to give out points. They've got big meat shields, and I'm sure they saw this coming. TNB has always been an aggressive guild. They certainly were last season. And they're all burning, so they've been getting hit, and that happens. You know, let TNB spin the gold, jump around, and get to it, get to work. You know, they kind of probably saw this coming. But NYC is, they're leading the way right now. They have the point lead, and it looks like even Letter is burning. Letter is one of the biggest players in the game. It had a big spending surge in Season 5 and Season 6. Next to Odad. Him and Odad kind of exploded. But almost 900 million power there, mostly troop power, I'm sure. Probably a lot of research power as well. I don't know offhand what Letter runs. I want to say it's a Gilly. I don't know for sure, though. Yeah, I don't know. The donations go right to you. I think YouTube takes like 30%, but yeah, mostly gets there. But YouTube makes it easy. There's also a Streamlabs donate. If you say anything, if you donate, if you check the video description, donate through Streamlabs, it actually types out, it says what you donate to, and I actually hear it, which is cool. The stream hears it. That's a better way to do it. Okay. You want to see the 1 billion point guy. So 66 is not currently playing. He's the only player at 1 billion. No, Odad's at 1 billion. Odad is for sure at 1 billion, but he's not here right now. There's Letter. He had 876 million. Hey, there's Rizel. What's up, Rizel? Right there in the action, almost at the front line. Sitting thick with 41 million power. So what do we have going on here? What's going on? Is NYC on the offensive? Probably not. TNB's the aggressive guild, and NYC has the point lead. So NYC should be defending. TNB does have this fella down here. Looks like he's getting into trouble. 389 million power. That's a big ship. Looks like he's cleared out what he's interested in clearing out. The rest of TNB is surrounding their base, which is pretty normal. Left side is exposed, and TNB doesn't have the same showing. NYC just on residual alone is going to be not only staying ahead, but getting further ahead. So, it's going to take a lot from TNB or a lucky 0 from an AFK player to get back in this game. NYC is not going to give it to him. And NYC's Male God is he's a big player. He's not the biggest player in the game. He doesn't have the best gear in the game, but he's a big enough player. I want to say he's over 1 million leadership. I know he's tier 12. I know he's got good research. He's good enough to clear guys out and keep scoring. So NYC is a real threat here if Male God came to win. So I'm interested to see what Letter's doing. Letter is the one you want to watch. He's the player to keep an eye on because when he sits in a base, you have to move him. He's the immovable object. So that's kind of what we're waiting for here. Blackheim saying, "What's up, boyfriend?" I'm sure you're talking about Tina. Blackheim is a Tina player. He's a Tina main. If you find him in Ace of Galaxy, give him a try. I got to fight Tina today, his Tina, and I successfully went all 3 rounds with him. And I lost, and he never hit me once. But he had so much defense and survival and immunity, I never got to break through him entirely. He had so much leadership. All my leadership is tied up on a secret commander right now. So, I can't be using that commander in Ace, otherwise people will find out who it is. Can't let her just jump over in 0 arcs. Absolutely, man. Yeah, he will eventually. I don't know what he's holding back for. Maybe he already did. We're only looking at a 5-minute window of an hour-long battle so far. Fishhead says, free super chat, hell yeah. What do you mean free super chat? It's like $2 super chat. I don't think it's free. Gan hasn't joined yet. Gan is a member of NYC. That's right, dude. I forgot. Gan is the big ship now. It's not Male God. Ooh. Is Gan still a Walker main? I wonder if Gan's still a Walker main. We haven't seen Gan since last season. If you guys don't know who Gan is, just make it to the playoffs one season and he'll just shower gifts. Gan is typically the guy that has the most gifts to hand out in Galactic Battle. Literally 3 or 4 seasons in a row, he gave out the most gifts. But so you lost, Sin, you lost. Soyuloy is asking, who got the lucky point score? Was it a lucky point score? I don't know if it was. It might have just been a 0. I guess that would count as a lucky point score. It's not residual, not this early on, not with 30 million or whatever it is. Huh. Yeah, hey, Rizel, what happened? Who scored the points? If you want to guess what I think it was, I bet the person who scored all the points was probably someone garrisoning themselves 1 slot bust with a Vega or a bullet and just doing some massive damage to someone trying to 0 them who was sending a full march. That's typically how it happens. It's not like they sat in a base and let someone just score on them. But TNB hasn't decided to take a base yet. Looks like they're still looking to get lucky. They may be having a meeting too. You never know. They might just be talking it out, trying to figure out where the other team is, who's all there. They may have noticed Gan isn't here yet. Once you commit, it's really dangerous to go down this road. Once you commit to taking a base, there is no going back. When you commit to taking a base, you will immediately sacrifice a ton of points to your opponent to the point where you're not going to get back unless something amazing happens. So either you keep going for that base for the next hour nonstop and hold it and spend hundreds of thousands, if not millions of gold healing commanders and troops, mostly troops. And if you don't succeed, that's game. You lose on points. They'll just sit you out for 12 hours. So once you commit to that strategy, you got to be ready to go for it. And if you're going to do that, if you have a player that's at work and is like, yeah, I'm down, but you need my 3rd ship, you need my Rogers, I won't be off work until 1 o'clock. Let's wait 3 more hours. They might just be buying time. That can happen too. It's just something you have to be aware of as a guild that's currently in the lead, sitting pretty going, oh, we're doing great. They're not attacking us. They're afraid. It's like, no. They're gearing up. So be ready, be patient, be vigilant. This is the important time. You play a battle every single week. We've been playing this game for years now. This is the battle that matters in the last 3 months. This is the highest playoff game, everything's on the stake. Words are hard. Everything is at stake. The most high-risk game you've played in the last 3 months is right now for the next 12 hours. Stick together, get together, work on your communication, and be ready. Write down their commanders, know what they can do. Decide what your strategy is. Do you want to surround your own base? Do you want to let them attack? So, Yeah. Oh, you get YouTube Premium, 2 free super chats. That's what's up. Yeah, YouTube's really trying to get people to just pay for YouTube instead of cable, and they're really incentivizing it pretty well. I do support what YouTube is doing. I don't actually have premium YouTube. Yeah. I like what YouTube's doing, though. I think they're going down the right path. There's a lot of other stuff going on with like Twitch and streaming services. There's that new one. Oh, God, it's not called Coin. The one that PewDiePie is advertising that's working off the blockchain. They're trying to add a different type of streaming service. But mainstream media is dead. I think a lot of people get their entertainment and news directly from the people and the content they want. I mean, that's why we have a channel, right? We have 47 people online right now who are doing the same thing as everyone else. They want to log in, watch the galactic battle, try to make sense of it, hear someone else talk about it, talk to you guys, and watch it live, experience it live, because this is just the weirdest game. The fact that we have all spent so much time, so much money on this game, and there's no end in sight. Like, when are you ever going to quit this game? I mean, when it gets boring, when you get tired of logging in, there's always something to do. They've got the new Ace of Galaxy that's fast to play. People are logging in to play that. They implemented that 6v6 2 months ago. They implemented new gyms a month ago. Implemented new weapons 2 months ago. I mean, they just keep rolling out the content. I'm happy. I'm super happy. Like, I'm amazed at how good they are at keeping us interested in this game. You know, it's like sometimes you just get so frustrated you want it to end. And then other times you're just so thankful that they keep rolling out the content for how small of a game it is that it doesn't end. But, for 72 servers, I was talking about that earlier, 72 servers that host our game. On those servers, there's probably 200 to 300 active ships. 72 times 2 to 300. That's 20,000 players. Is that right? Yeah, 20,000 players. And that's not a lot of players. Considering our game has like 10 million downloads, how many people that continue to play it? I mean, not as many as you might think. But, even if you have, 5 to 10,000, that's still a lot. And if this game can, get people to spend 10 to 20 bucks a month, that'll keep them in business, and that'll keep it going. So I don't think it's going to be too hard to keep this game in business, keep it going. Hosting is getting cheaper. The ideas they roll out, a lot of them are recycled or rehashed, and they're just, equally inventive. They haven't burned out yet. So I like what they're doing. The Galactic Battle, I think, needs work. I don't think that we can keep doing this 12-hour 2-base or 3-base versus 3-base format forever. I think the 6v6 PvP Battleground is a little more fun, but I think they just haven't polished how to make it a game mode yet because it still is heavily dependent on rank and pay to win. But I've been playing it lately. I like it. It's fun. It's kind of a toss-up. You just join it. You don't know what you're going to get. You don't know who you're going to get up against. And I like waiting to the end screen. I like not knowing who I'm in the fight with. And then I'll go to the end screen and then see all the players. And I usually know at least one or two of them. You sit in front of a camera long enough, people introduce yourself. You're prone to remember a few names. But Daywalker says, great content. Keep it coming. Thank you. I appreciate that. I have been working on the content. Back in the day, I used to just make videos for the sake of putting the content out there so people had it. Now I kind of take pride in the content. It takes a little bit more work. And I appreciate that compliment. Thank you very much. Son Goku with the aloha coming in from Hawaii, maybe? Or maybe it's just a random aloha. That's okay, too. Cyrus, god damn it, just got hit in Sky Kingdoms because I was hanging out here. Should have shielded after Guild War. Ouch. Yeah, I got out of our Guild War in Sky Kingdoms. I couldn't take down those guys who were attacking us. They just had the right gear. And we lost too many of our players to really utilize what I wanted to utilize in that galactic battle. So Sky Kingdoms, very much the same game as Ark of War, different theme and color scheme and all that. We'll be going to the playoffs here in a couple of weeks. Yeah, I'll deal with Sky Kingdoms at a different time, but it's going good. So Snow Rizel says, check our points. Cyrus says he lost 21 dragon skills. Not so bad. That's not so bad. 21's not so bad. Yeah, Fishhead, Cyrus. There's quite a few Sky Kingdoms players in here. The thing about Sky Kingdoms is everyone that plays, 90% of players that play Sky Kingdoms played Ark of War and still play Ark of War, and they went back to Ark of War. So there's a lot of back and forth. So NYC with a huge point lead, 46 million to 205 million. 150 million point spread. Guys, we're in business. That's a huge hit. Let's see the replay. All hands on deck. Find the replay. That means there is a replay of somebody losing. Oh, there's a 150 million point spread. I want to see it. My guess is it's probably Letter. He'd be the only one that's authorized to send a full march, I presume. Hot Wheels versus Letter. Will is saying Hot Wheels versus Letter. Is it in the World Battle? Is it in the World Battle replays that I can put it on stream here? Get a recording of it so people can see it for next week, and then maybe check it out tomorrow if they want to see what happened on the Galactic Battle last night. Remember, that's a lot of this, guys. A lot of you guys that are watching live, which I totally appreciate. I love that you guys are here. I don't want to do this alone. But by the time this video is 7 days old, there will have been 1,000 views. So there's only 50 of us right now. But for every one of us, there will be, what is that? 20 more views? 20 more per person? Oh, God. Math is so hard. Math is so hard. For every one of us, there will be 10 more. I don't know. 2 more? No, 2 more. 5 more. For every one of us, there will be 5 more. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Anyway, give me that. Where's that replay at? Where's that replay at? It's not. Okay, Will's saying it's not there yet. I know, Cyrus. Dude, I'm telling you. Like, I'm so good at math. Like, if you want to sit me down and just go any type of math, algebra, I'll figure that. I'll go down to decimal points with you. But if I'm putting this voice on and I have to look at the camera and watch everything, I can't do math. I can't do 1,000 times 50. It's embarrassing. It's the most embarrassing thing. I know it's 20 now, but to say that, for every one of you watching, 20 other people will watch by 1 week's time, that doesn't, when you try to think about that in your head, it doesn't work out so good. But yeah, a lot of this is just documenting it. If you want to watch what happened in last season's Galactic Battle, go back and watch it. I try to do at least one stream a week, get caught up on all the players. I try to talk about it in the stream so people can just turn it on while they're at work or driving, and they can just kind of hear what's going on in Ark of War. So, you know what? In homage to those people that are watching this live stream, hearing me say I made it for them, I want to get you guys caught up on what's going on in Season 7 Ark of War. So, Tier 12 is here. It's been here for like 6 months. Enough players have full 1.7 million leadership commanders to fill all the slots with Tier 12. That happened last season. In Season 7, we're starting to see those same commanders except a shift in the meta. Because Tier 12 is so powerful, commanders like Gilly, Vega, and there isn't really a Walker commander yet that ignores stats that we know of. So really, Gilly's nonviolent resistance ignores defense, Vega's breakdown ignores defense, and it gives them the option to one-shot or damn near one-shot full defense builds from Rogers and Elf with just those skills triggering. And you can also stack Leo, well, not Leo if you're using Tier 12, but Sagittarius, and that's it. Sagittarius and Leo also ignore stats. They ignore raw 60% or defense or HP, and they make it possible to do large amounts of damage. But commanders like Golem or Stella, who relied purely on their troops and gear to do a ton of damage, now kind of have fallen off in the meta because you need to ignore the base stats of troops to really do damage to them. And that's really what Vega, Neko, Gilly are providing in the meta. So we're seeing the shift away from commanders like Rogers and Elf, who were tank commanders who were pretty much invulnerable because of how tough they were, because now they're being exploited because of the ability to ignore those stats. Now, there is another huge shift coming. There is a new set of gear called penetration gear. You can get it from this fancy Dawn Hall right here, which is very poorly illustrated. There we go. Or you can get it from the Wild Rose weapons or the Wrath helm piece for airships. Is it called Wrath? The airship helmet, the new airship helmet has 10% penetration on it. The Infantry Andromeda 5-piece or 3-piece set has penetration as well. And if you get penetration on your Wild Roses, you can get 30% from the weapons. Ooh, maybe that's not right. I want to say 30% for each weapon at level 40. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's 20%. But you can get that penetration up to 60-70%, and it starts to act like those skills that ignore base stats. So commanders that you wouldn't normally think about using, all of a sudden are starting to always hit and hit really hard. So commanders like Medusa, which were kind of overlooked, can be awakened for 600% dodge nonstop, really cheap, like Vega. She's a B commander or less, so it's cheap to keep her awakened every 24 hours. So it gets that super bonus stat. And then if you combine it with penetration and she never misses, she can actually really do quite a bit of damage. However, I don't think Medusa is really proving out to be too useful. I think there's a better chance Golem would come back to use his Massive Crush with the penetration gear. We just haven't seen it yet. I will get there. I will get there. I just haven't gotten the proof yet. I have the proof of what Nekajiro and Gilly can do against a Vega with tier 12. I'm working on that thanks to Exostalker and USG Serenity. Serenity and Exostalker help me with those replays. They're tier 12 players. They do a lot for this channel, guys. If you don't know who Exostalker and Serenity are, give them a shout out the next time you see them. They are always contributing to the channel, the community, the public groups. They've done so much for this game, and they're kind of unsung heroes, and they've got me so much research. I mean, on top of a lot of people contribute. You know, there's plenty of guys out there. Ridiculous Badger makes YouTube videos. He helps run Discord and the subreddit. Krylar's from the Theory Crafters think tank. He puts out the best proof and math for this game, and he provides it for free. He just puts it out there. Check the Discord or the line group for that. But it's not just him. Like, new players are coming up all the time. Deranged, a Walker player, hit me up a couple weeks ago, showed up in Station 22 and just had a bunch of knowledge about just walkers, what's going on with walkers, and what he's doing. We got to show off his pick tour in the Ark Z episode, number 3. So check that out if you want to see what he's up to. But these players, they get a little recognition. They want to share something. Next thing you know, it just spirals into this huge knowledge base that we all get to learn from. So, yeah. That's what's going on in Ark of War right now. The penetration meta. And the most important thing out of all this is that full metal is so easy to get and counter Rogers. Rogers is so easily counterable now. He's no longer the cornerstone of the meta. He can take a 1.7 million leadership Rogers versus a 500k full metal, and you can remove the Rogers. It's amazing. And Serenity's in the chat. Hello, Serenity. Welcome. Did you see my pin? Thank you for sending it. I was explaining at the beginning of this video how shameless you were, taking advantage of the fact that I said that you could send me any pin, I'll probably wear it, and you just got one with your name plastered as big as you could. That's very smart. Very smart. Very smart. Hello, SHG1. I don't know who that is. SHG1, I don't know your YouTube name. I'm looking at your avatar. It's a dog. Is it a dog? It's not Doug. So, I was sorting through all my pins the other day. This is embarrassing. You guys want to see behind the scenes at Melt University here? It's a little bit shameful. I'll clean up all the wrappers real quick. So, whenever it's time to film a video, right, I got to do the hat pin gag, and I got to get a new pin. And I've been running out of pins. I've gotten to the point where I have to look at them all to figure out what I haven't used most recently. This is the current pool of pins. All right, you ready? That's it, boys and girls. That's all of them. Every single one. Oh, actually, there's one more. There's a secret pin. I've only worn in one video. If anyone knows which video it was, you get 2 points for the raffle coming up. Remember that pin? Anyone remember where that pin was in? Okay. All right. Anyway. Let's get back to business. Some of those pins I wore in recent videos. They just haven't went live yet. There's actually a lot of videos. For those of you guys that are promoters of the channel that pay the $5 and help me out to keep this thing going and all that, thank you very much. If you're wondering where all the videos are for this week, I have them. They're ready to go. The problem is in the 5,000 subscriber videos, like I said, I told you guys I was doing a lot of quality increases. Well, that means intros, outros, rendering, animation, and the people that are working on those projects with me aren't done. So I have videos ready to go, ready to be edited and rendered out, but until I have those intros finished, I'm waiting to use them. So tomorrow's video, I rendered it up earlier. That'll come out. Hopefully I can start getting these new intros, outros, and start doing that, which I think is good. I look back at some of my older videos and I go, oh man, why did I make that video? I could have done that so much better. Now, and if YouTube is smart, it should pick it up right where we left off. It's interesting that, okay, the stream is continuing. Okay, cool. So We're back in action, boys. Sorry about that. So I did have to get a new video card to render out all the new film. Unfortunately, the new video card doesn't work so well. I wouldn't blame the video card yet. I actually blame the rendering software because I was able to get it stable with just one tweak. But I kind of feel like there may be some other things worked out. I have an old operating system here. This Windows 10 OS was originally Windows 7 from 6 years ago. So maybe it's time I reinstall Windows as well. But the reason I'm hesitant is because all of the streaming stuff, like if you notice when the stream starts, this little sound, there's like a little bit of a there's game sounds I got, original game sounds that are all stored away. So if I did do that, I have to reset up all of Streamlabs, and it's not that big of a deal, but it's a big enough deal that like I'm busy enough at night. I don't have time to come home and reinstall Windows and do all that. I've got so many other projects I'm doing. Okay, Rizel's saying check out 888. We got some good battles there. All right, that's what I want to hear. I want to see 888 get into it. NYC, we never got to see the replay for NYC. If we get the replay for NYC, guys, let me know. I want to get that just to document it. And then let's jump into 888's game and see what these guys are up to. Oh, I hope my settings didn't change. Let's see. I feel like we're good. 30 FPS? Yeah, okay. Awesome. And we aren't done yet. Oh, boy. What's the replay to see? Greetings, Commander. What's the best replay? Okay. Oh, please limit the number of messages you send. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I hope this stream comes out as one video on YouTube. So after the stream is done, YouTube saves it and then it uploads to your channel differently than you might think. Sometimes it comes out as multiple videos. Hopefully it comes out as one. Money just got Tron. Ooh, money. I like money. Oh, wait. No. Okay. For the... I'm a big fan of the Chinese player Money. That guy is awesome. He has been one of the most complained about players ever. He's always up to no good. He was always zeroing people. He always played a big golem. I've always known about Money. I'd like to see him in action. I'd love to see that replay. Where's that Money replay? Problem with Money is he changes his name all the time. Usually it's like 888888 Money. Right above you. I asked Money to share the big replay again. Let's see what I got. Okay. And Lando Draslin. Okay. Okay, boys. Let's see what we got. So if it's a Money replay, he's probably a Dirty Vega main. He's probably a Dirty Dwarf main. And if he got someone good, it's probably a one-slot Buster. Probably a big Awakening. Yeah. Reinhardt. What do you think? It's a Reinhardt versus Rogers replay against Tron? Maybe there's something in the bases. Let's take a look. Ugh, dirty Reinhardt mains. Not a big fan of Reinhardt, especially now. You can just get that Cepheus gym set and just disable it. Unusual versus Minitron, but that's not Money. I know. Aw, did we just got trolled, boys? Oh, it's a Ranger replay. But thank the devs, we now have performance increases, which really means you can skip Ranger replays a lot faster. Yay! We don't have to wait for 2 turns. Usually you have to wait for 2 slots to go, and then you can click it. Now, with like 4 gem sets and commanders that trigger multiple times, it was really hard to skip the replay, but now it's so much easier. We can just click the double arrow after 2 different unique sequences. So thank the devs for that. Awesome. Will Tron link the replay for Melt? Please do so. Probably not, though. People don't like to link losing replays. What's going on, 888? Glad to see you guys are getting into it. Glad you guys finally got a good lucky score. That's part of the strategy too. It's like it's not always about. One thing we always liked about ALD and GBD was they came out strong. They would take a base, they'd lay their nuts on the table, and they say try and hit them. And they would just win. They would always put out huge aggression, and it was a reliable thing to watch. You knew when you watched their games what you were going to get. Other guilds don't play like that because you've got to pay a lot of money to play like that. They like to play it slow, play smart, try to trick your opponent into making a mistake. And that's what 888's doing here. And it looks like they finally were able to get a big score on an opponent after 6 or 7 hours. So hard-earned victory. You know, as a bullet player who goes out and tries to get just a few points here or there to get my guild in the lead, I understand that struggle. And of course, I understand that Tron, having given up all those points, probably doesn't want to share that replay. So hopefully, for the sake of the community and all the big fans of this game right now, maybe we can just kind of coerce them into sharing the replay. If we say something like, share the replay with a new emoji. We need an emoji, guys. Surprise me with emojis. What do we got? What's the new hot emoji, kids? Fellow kids, hot emoji. What's the new hot emoji? Oh, God, of course I type in hot emoji and it's a fire. God, it's so dumb. I'm so dumb. Okay. It looks like Alba's got a replay. Money won't share the replay. I think Money doesn't want to show off what he's hiding. I know what he's hiding. We know what you're hiding, Money. We know what you're doing. But no matter what we know, and no matter what their guildmates tell them about what I've told them about certain builds and plays and all that, unless they see the replay, a lot of players refuse to believe it. So what are you going to do? I don't know. But, wow, that was a good one. He got some points there. I was sitting there talking too much. His dirty dwarf main. What a filthy, filthy Vega main. Absolute disgusting. No support. You get no points. Let me see. I'll watch this again. Okay. Oh, what up, Fire? How you doing, man? Welcome to the live stream. Fire, I think you have the highest attendance of all people to the live stream. So thank you. I know. What time is it in Australia right now? It's got to be like middle of the day. It's not easy for you to get here, but you're always here. What time is it in Queensland right now? 3:31. Oh, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Especially if you're at work. Just kind of log in, sneak in after a late afternoon. But yeah, there you go. Alba with the, killing 50 tier 11 walkers. That's not bad at all. That may as well be, 70. Oh, here we go again. Here we go again. Okay. That is twice as much. So 25 tier 11 airships. It'd be good. That'd be good. That's good points there. All right. Let's see if we can't get, maybe Tron will share it. Tron. How about that replay for the kids? I know Lana is in the Tron guild. I know we can talk her into getting that replay. She could do it. I know, Soren. I know, man. I can't help it. Every single time I get a chance to avoid math, I go into it anyway. Melt, he said he's sending it to you on WeChat. I wonder why he's sending it on WeChat. No, Money, listen, don't send me a replay on WeChat. Send me a job offering to work for your company. I don't want to get into his personal information, but I would love to have an opportunity to work for your company. Screw the replay. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Yes, I shared a bunch of replays from CAD. William says, I might need to go check out the CAD game. But I do want that replay, man. Let's see. I want that replay. Tron says, Melting, you should be on a live fish. Is he inviting me fishing? I love fishing. I do. If anyone wants to invite me to go fishing on their boat, let me know. I'll go fishing. I'm a sucker for a golf round and fishing. I will abandon the family on a Saturday. I'll get up at 4 a.m. Let's go. I don't think I've ever admitted that. I don't talk about personal information. Let's not do that. Okay, I'm going to check social apps. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Let's see. Okay. So I have an anonymous link sent from a member of a guild in this battle. And I don't know exactly why they don't want to share this replay yet, but I can tell you that I can't tell you which guild sent it to me, and I can't tell you which player the replay's from. Just because I don't want them getting in any trouble with their respective guilds. So, bummer. We'll get it, guys. We will get it. Basically, someone scored a lot of points. We just don't have the replay. We want the replay. We'll get that replay, boys. That's what we do. We'll pressure them into it. We'll hit them with that baby, it's cold outside. Oh, jeez. I had to explain to my mother-in-law why baby, it's cold outside isn't allowed on the radio anymore. She says our generation ruins everything. Whatever, I'm not involved in any of that. We don't talk about that. You know what, never mind. That's politics. We don't do that kind of stuff. Hey, Professor, rolling out the bullet replay. Remember, a 40,000 bullet gets work done in galactic battle. Some guy made a video saying, hey, listen, you don't have to main bullet. But let me tell you, a 40,000 bullet can do a lot of damage in a galactic battle. Pick one up. Take them into battle. Make sure you leave the galactic battle with an injured bullet and just always score points. Help your big guys out. A bullet with a pure accuracy guild and rangers can always score points and help out your opponent. Check the one with Tron and Albatross worth 7. I did watch the Albatross worth Tron one. That one was good. Looks like Tron is probably giving up more points than he wants to. Top is here. What's up, Top? I wonder if that's the same Top. Ooh, fishing pole emoji. Okay, that's the fishing pole emoji. I thought that was a new emoji. Okay. I love it. Cyrus is like, Tiger wins a round, so he goes out and plays 2 rounds this week. Yeah. Yeah. Telling you, man. I know you guys, if you're not golfers, what happened 10 years ago in golf, there was this big decline of interest when Tiger stopped playing. Now that Tiger won the Masters again, golf's about to get crazy. You're about to see a 30 to 50% uptick in activity in golf-related news, golf-related gear, tee times, fees, costs. Golf is going to be everywhere. You're going to start hearing celebrities you never hear talk about golf start talking about golf. That's going to be the flavor of the next year. Tiger's going for the Grand Slam. He's got the first one down. He's got 3 more to go. It's a big deal in golf. If you don't follow golf, it's most people wouldn't be interested most of the time. But right now, big time to be a golfer. But anyway, we've got Tron. He's still attacking into 888. He's already given up a ton of points. 888 is basically on the defensive now, saying, okay, we have the lead. If you want it, you got to come take our base. And 888 is even holding it with Rangers, so forcing him to send. Tron's still sending small amounts of troops. Captain Nemo does have a Dodger Roger in play. The Dodger Roger commander card is coming soon. The video is filmed. I'm just waiting for the intro for it. Boss Roger's video is tomorrow. So, yeah, if you don't know what this is, Rogers with tier 10 with his defensive stance and dodge gear on tier 10 infantry, which work with airship skills, can actually go immune in like the 4th trigger. And even though there's only 10 units, he'll be immune at the end of that first round. And Dodger Roger like that could tremendously outscore any commander if they don't have enough guaranteed hit. So it's a somewhat of a high risk. It's a low risk march because you do have to put troops that are worth points there. But you can get lucky sometimes and really outscore your opponent. Like I said, Rogers is kind of struggling in the current meta. Full Metal easily counters him. Reinhardt fully counters him. Virgo destroys him. Ares and Virgo remove his damage. So you don't see the Dodger Roger build so often. I even say in the video coming up that Dodger Roger is seeing a tremendous decline. Still useful, still good, but certainly not what he was in Season 4 and 5. So pretty disappointing. Dr. Manhattan with the replay against money. Dr. Manhattan with the replay against money. That's what I want to see. Okay, Dr. Manhattan versus 888. 888 money. Here we go. Running Nekajiro, level 28 infantry awakening. Looks like he just picked up Nekajiro. So he's going with Gemini Sagittarius. Oh, didn't get the Sagittarius, but it's enough. Oh, almost enough. Terror Space will break through. Here comes another Gemini. Should get no Terror Space on the second Gemini hit. Constellation Blessing. So he's got his heal. Here comes the Awakening. Hyperspace Armor. So Ooh, not enough accuracy. That's the problem with Reinhardt. He's got to take damage to do damage, and that Thorns damage is going to get him that kill right now. He is going to kill Nekajiro. Boom, there's the Thorns, even though he missed. This is a good replay. Kind of little reminder replay. So Cepheus Majesty goes off, so his opponents lose some defense, no big deal there. Loses their healing, no big deal there. Cepheus is really good against Elf and other Reinhardts. Here comes the hyperspace armor. Oh, well, it might be too little, too late. If Nekajiro doesn't land a guaranteed hit and Reinhardt dodges, it could do a little damage. Not much, though. Yeah, it's over. Okay, so, yeah, pretty one-sided here for Dr. Manhattan. Well done. And the damage he took for the Thorns, you notice how his troops took 0 damage. They did the thing where they like got hit and they ended up doing 0 damage. The reason that is because there was no troops left. If Thorns triggers and you have the buff on you and your opponent attacks you and it one-shots you, your Thorns will still go off, but the base amount of troops you have left is what decides the damage. So if you have 0 troops left, you do 0 damage. If you have 1,000 troops, the Thorns hit you and you have 1,000 troops, your opponent hits you, you have 500 left, but you had Thorns on, you only hit him for the amount of 500 troops, not the full 1,000. So I covered that in the original Rocket video, maybe the Soda Man video, maybe the Reinhardt video, but that's how that works in a nutshell if you didn't know. They don't, yeah, that's it. Yeah. More scandals in golf. Not at the moment. Not at the moment. Not at the moment. Let's see. Scrolling back up. Do I miss anything? Okay, so let's take a look at what's going on. 888 has the right side fully covered. Well done, boys. Good teamwork there. Really good teamwork. Best teamwork of everyone tonight, I'll admit. Even NYC is kind of not putting up the same teamwork as 888. Albatross is sitting with his dwarf in the left side stronghold with full troops. Ooh, congratulations, Alba. Got the full army, man. That is not cheap. That is not cheap. Whoa, did he just get cleared? No, okay. I thought I saw a change of attacker here. And it looks like Tron is just trying to break through with, well, you know, just bullets. Bullets, trying to just score points, soften them up, get some of those points back, which is a great way to play it. I don't know what this Gilly's doing, but that's fine. Ken can get involved with this Gilly. This Vega, 924, you know, here's the thing. This is an amateur move right here. This attacking Vega is going to have first strike against this defending Vega, but because the attacking Vega has troops in slot 1 that aren't going to be triggering all of his skills for his troops, Albatross is going to end up getting first strike here and destroying this guy's Vega. You know, actually what's going to happen is this Vega is going to attack first, do 0 damage. Albatross is going to attack and probably hit the Awakening and kill all the Rangers and maybe some troops in the back, and then Albatross is going to get hit in slot 1 by the Vegas back here in this slot 4. So he actually might get an attack in. But if Albatross doesn't get the Awakening, which is unlikely, then Albatross just wins the fight and has a chance to score on the Awakening. So what Albatross really wants is to not Awakening on his first attack, but his opponent is going to have first strike. So his opponent should have, put his troops in slot. You know, that's actually not a bad slot. Slot 4 is actually a good slot. Statistically speaking, that Vega is probably going to get hit by Awakening, but because he's a Vega and he's probably got 600% dodge, he's going to dodge that Awakening. And unless that Vega triggers a Gemini, which he probably won't, then the attacker might be able to score without taking any damage. I want to see. I think I'm wrong there. I think that's probably the better way to play it. Okay, so he knows what he's doing. You know, can't be too mad at him. Where is that attack at? Wrong side of the battlefield. Here we go. So it looks like they did pop Tron. Tron is no longer there. Ooh, Kagino coming in. Big elf. Big elf. 1-slot bust elf. Don't recommend a 1-slot bust elf to be played like that because she really does rely on being full marched. And against Vega, I think she would do really well. as long as Vega didn't run Cepheus. If Albatross is running Cepheus, then Elf would get demolished. But if Vega's running... Well, I don't know, man. Vega versus Elf is... I don't know. I think Elf wins that fight, but Vega hits so hard. We'd have to take a look at that again. I have some replays saved from last season, but now with all this new penetration and gems and stuff, I don't know. All right, Rizel's saying Money just picked up another big hit. I like how Rizel's watching the 888 game and not his own. Is there anything else going on in your game, Rizel? Let me know. Share the damn replay. All right, so this is that Albatross versus Kejino. Oh, this is the Elf replay, but it's only Elf. Elf is going to get wrecked in slots 1 and 4. Yeah, this is a bad idea. Bad idea. And this is Albatross's first defense at the cap. Ooh. Really takes the hit in stride, you know, because Vega didn't get that breakdown. That just goes to show you, even airships versus walkers, without those stat ignoring skills, these tier 12 just don't kill each other. You've got to have that breakdown. You've got to have that nonviolent resistance. You've got to have that sniper. You've got to have that Leo. You've got to have that Sagittarius. Is that it? Is there any other stat skills? Or penetration gear. Lots of penetration gear. That's the way you do that, though. NYC got over 1 billion points. Okay. Okay. What's that replay there? Am I going to regret clicking on Unusual versus Kejino? Unusual trolled us with a Ranger replay earlier, didn't he? I swear. Unusual. Oh, it's probably a bullet replay. Yeah. Ghost Cannon 2006. Boom. 7 tier 12. There you go. Unusual. Scores 7 tier 12 just for throwing out a 30k bullet. Easy. Easy peasy. Yeah, he's got some Rangers to replay, but listen, if you don't have $20,000 into your account and you still want to participate in Galactic Battle and help, killing 7 tier 12 helps. If 10 other people did that in your guild, which is very easy to do, that's 60. That's a lot of tier 12. So, well done. Well done, Unusual. Getting some value out of your bullet there. That's being a good team member there. Getting it done. So I like to see, man. I got to say, I'm very impressed by what 888's doing tonight. They're working like an incredible team. They are deserving of going to the next round if they keep playing like this. And they've got the heavy hitters to go with it. I know they're dirty dwarf mains, but, you know, I mean, can't really blame them for playing the meta, you know? What are you going to do? Expect them to play someone like Rocket? Like, you know, Eastwood? Nah, you got to go with what works. And unfortunately, Rogers, Reinhardt, Vega is what works in the airship meta. If you want to go Elf or Pictor or Full Metal in the Walker meta, I'm not going to be mad at you. If you want to go Gilly or Nekajiro or Stella? I don't know. Who are we playing in infantry right now? God. It's really just Gilly and Neko. All right, I'm going to check out that NYC game in a minute here. No one's really used the new Maruko because... I don't know, this skill is a guaranteed hit. It does hit really hard, and it does combo well with Sagittarius Gemini. I don't know. I think Maruko has some hidden potential here. We're not really seeing it. It is a spell damage hit, though, so, yeah, it doesn't ignore stats. That's probably why. Who are we missing in infantry class? Ah, yeah, the dark horse, Fabian. Fabian is my dark horse for Season 8. I'm telling you guys right now, I've been trying to get people to get her out there. Use this acid bomb. Listen to this acid bomb. Okay. This is my dark horse sleeper pick. Let me choose get player time. Okay. Now, the thing about Fabian is she's just a standard 20-40% low D or C commander, something like that. But her 20% skill, which we don't get too excited about, is 22% chance to trigger before the activation. Until the activator's next action, the enemy's defense will decrease by 1%. Okay, so it straight up lowers your opponent's defense. That's what we want. Stat ignoring skills, right? That's what we want. Stat ignoring skills. But it's a 20% skill. We don't get too excited. Acid Bomb, 40% chance to trigger. The target's defense will decrease by 1% until the activator's next turn and will be unable to recover hit points. So not only does she take away their ability to heal, Reinhardt Elf, 2 major metas, but she also lowers their defense again. So imagine stacking this with penetration, with Sagittarius, with Armor Breaker, with the Andromeda, all of a sudden you can start getting a lot of damage and a little bit of tanky and a little bit of survival out of Fabian. The problem is it's a 20-40% commander. This is not a guaranteed hit. She's not going to do too good against Vega, even though she has that unable to HP. I don't know. I really like the fact that because her 40% skill, I think it's her 40%, debuffs all of her opponent. Or is it her 20%? Enemy defense. Maybe the 20% one debuffs all their defense, but it stacks, I think. I think it stacks too. She's my dark horse, boys. I'm telling you. She's my dark horse. Stella is still amazing. She triggers skills so much. She's still definitely in the top tier of infantry. It's just, I don't know how far up. I don't know. We haven't seen her do well enough with penetration or Sagittarius or any of those gems yet. But anyway, I hear there's some good news going on in the NYC game. Let's go check that out. Yeah, infantry's hurting, man. Infantry's always been hurting. They've always been very, like, stuck to Stella. So, yeah. NYC, TNB, look at those points, boys. Oh, my goodness. Thanks for the commas, Dev. Thanks for the commas. All right, so we've got a total of 2 billion versus 900 million. So it's really like 2-1 NYC's outscored TNB. But we're talking a billion points here. So this is big time billions. We're talking big boy armies here, big boy trades. Can we get that replay? That's what we really want. That's what we really want. Soyaloy gave one to Letter. So Letter might have had a big replay come through. I'm going to go ahead. It's not in the world chat right now. I'm going to go ahead and roll to the bottom and see if I can't find it. Letter. Come on, Letter. Ooh, I don't know, boys. I don't know. I don't see it here. It might be too many replays. Oh, come on. Share it again. Share it again. Share it again. Comma, please. Is there supposed to be a comma there? It's about time I hit that help. People have been building up waiting for me. Tron forfeit? Oh, Jesse is saying that Tron forfeit. That is unconfirmed reports. That is hard to believe. Although they did get a taste of what Money and Albatross and Anubis and whoever else and the rest of the amazing teamwork of 888, what they can do and what they're doing right now. It is daunting to know what you're getting yourself into and knowing that unless you get top 4, it ain't worth it. Not even that. It's top 3, right? Top 3 gets the stone. Yeah. Yeah. So not only do they have to win this week, they have to win next week. That'd hurt. That would be hard to do. So let's take a look. Good fight, Tron. Okay, looks like Tron did officially concede. No, he just said bad triggers the wrong way. Good fight, give them hell. Next match. Yeah. Good fight. So are we forfeiting? Are we done? Are we done here? Oh, don't tell me I clicked the replay button. Shoot. I wanted to ask if we're done here and I clicked the replay button. Let's try to get them to best replays. Share best replays. Share best replays. Thanks, Crouton. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Appreciate you. I see you every day. Don't think I don't notice you. I do. I do, man. I appreciate you coming out, commenting, getting involved in channels. You guys think I don't notice you. There's so many people. I do. I notice the people that help the community. You know, we keep this foundation going, man. You know, small communications, big communications, just a little bit here and there every day, keeping it rolling for newer generations, for the current generations. I appreciate you, man. It's getting late, guys. It's getting late. I appreciate you. All right. What do we have here? Can we get us some more replays? Who wants to fight for fun since it's over? Unusual. Let's go. I'm not going to get involved. I just want the replays. Give me the replays, boys. I know you got them. Oh, that whale fart emoji. Wind blowing face. That's the wrong emoji. It looks like someone ate the whale fart and blew it out. Oh God, what did I just say? Gotta be careful. This is a Christian channel, guys. This is a Christian channel. We gotta say nice things. Okay. Ooh, Captain Nemo versus Albatross. I know Albatross wouldn't give me a Ranger replay, right? Right? Okay, ooh. Oh, Captain Nemo with the full march. Tier 10, Tier 9, Tier 9. It's got Stella with airships. What have you done? Oh, boy. One awakening. It's going to kill it all. You want to trigger any more gems there? Jeez. You triggered everything. It's over. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, that is sad. That is sad, boys. If that was on a server, that would have been like a 5,000 damage hit. $5,000 hit. But I mean, that's what people don't realize, is that when you get so far ahead of everyone, even though Albatross's armor, it looks scary, because it is scary, but this other guy, Captain Nemo's army, is equally as scary. Just ignore what's on the left side of or the right side of the screen here, and just look at this. This is a scary army, man. That is a scary army. You know, 823 tier 10. 1,800 tier 9, another 2. Dude, it's a scary army. But compared to one stack of tier 12 on an airship commander with Awakening, ooh, that's GG, baby. It's over. It's crazy. It's crazy. Just, this game is ridiculous. Seeing things like that when you first start out just kind of make you want to quit. You're like, what? What is this? What's going on? I don't understand. I didn't do anything. I got one shot by everything. Learning the combat in this game is really funny. Like, learning like how... No matter how much tier 3 you had, going against tier 5 was never going to work. They just awakening you, one-shot you, and that was it. Yeah, that was bad. Okay, so I think 888's given us what they're willing to give us. We will see them next week, unless Tron tries something sneaky. Remember, the match isn't over. Just because they're conceding in chat doesn't mean it's truly over. It usually means it is, but when a proper concession is that you go over and you let your opponent take the base, and then in the last few minutes you concede verbally. Because at any given time, they could sneak back in and go for a base if 888's not paying attention. Of course, this is the playoffs. Everyone's paying attention. I don't expect that to happen. But I also know that there's a lot of players in 888 that are English speakers, so they may be wanting to go to bed tonight. So in 3 or 4 hours, when the game is still going, they could go for a steal. But there's a lot of Asian players as well in 888, so I'm sure they'll be covering it. Or they ought to be. That would be truly sad if they got robbed of a win that they truly deserved. Truly. Okay. What do we got left? We've got CAD versus ALD, or CAD versus 321, which is actually UF1. I forget. That match is looking like 400 million to 900 million with CAD in the lead. No surprise there. CAD's in the lead, and they're a better ranked guild. That looks like CAD should have no problem getting the W there. We'll check that out in a minute. And then it's CHN versus ALD. ALD is quite a bit behind in points. 220 million to 650 million. Let's go check out ALD. Let's see what's going on here. Will is saying, Melt, look in world chat now. Is that in the 888 guild? Oh, Whisper's got a replay. I want to check the ALD replay real quick. And then we'll head back to 888. Oh, man. Stella versus Gilly. Yeah, Gilly should dominate here. Shouldn't be any problem. Plus, she has first strike. Oh, that's interesting. So if you stack Stella with HP gear and not defensive gear, Gilly doesn't do nearly as much. But Stella doesn't have a guaranteed hit. She requires gems, which isn't hard to do because she has those bonus triggers. Sagittarius, Gemini, and non-virus resistance. This should be a one-shot. No? Wow. I'm guessing Stella has the infantry helmet with the fearless pants. Really gets a lot of damage reduction out of those. Gilly's not critting. Gilly is not critting. Whisper, you need to get some crit gear, bro. You are suffering damage severely without that crit gear. Is Stella running crit with her? How would she be running crit with her? I gotta watch Gilly again here. It's a much slower replay than I expected. Gilly, Whisper, you need crit gear, man. You're losing like triple your damage right now. You're hitting for 70,000. You should be hitting for at least triple that with crits. Crits double damage plus your crit damage. That means Magiwell Pants. That means your Eye of Abyss Helm. That means your bonus crit damage from your Dawn ship. You're losing out on all that if you're not critting on your strikes. Whisper, get your crit gear on, bro. Stella didn't do much back, but interesting. Whisper. All right, let's go take a look at 888. Welcome back, Army. Looks like you missed 888. Did get the win over TRN. TRN seems to have conceded the game. It's not fully over yet, but there was a verbal concession after somewhat of a spanking. Apparently, we've got some replays to look at real fast, and then we'll be done. But no, I already saw these replays, so that's the end of that game. It looks like, let's see, ALD's Whisper and Gilly Stella replay was interesting. You know, I probably should have saved that. I just don't know their gear. But let's go take a look at the CAD game and then find out what's going on in NYC. So 1 billion points for CAD versus 400 million points for 321. So CAD is twice the points at 500 million point lead and then some. CAD is all burning. So it looks like maybe UN1, which isn't their name in the playoffs, may have been jumping around. There's our boy Nacho, guys. Give a shout out to Nacho. Let's see. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I know what's going on. Looks like there's still a little bit of... Yeah, okay. So it looks like CAD's on the offensive, even though they have the point lead. So they are holding. 20 minutes left. CAD is saying, screw this. We want to finish this match. Let's go for the kill. And that's what you're seeing. You're seeing a full Rogers missing slot 1. You're seeing a pretty decent-sized Vega, of 600,000 leadership Vega. You're seeing a Nekajiro with tier 11, which is very scary. He hits really hard with tier 11. With Leo, Sagittarius on Nekajiro. Nekajiro ignores HP, and a lot of people are stacking HP instead of defense now, which is why Sniper works better than Nonviolent Resistance and Breakdown. So Nekajiro is a huge up-and-coming walker. This is a great build with him. Tier 11 infantry damage is incredibly hard. It doesn't have that Terror Space damage, but it does have dual stat, so you can use walker gems like the Leo gem, which is really powerful. So I like that Neko build right now. I'm considering it myself. Looks like Triple Smiley Face guy's got his tier 11 airships with Vega out. Another 1.2 million leadership Vega is in play. And then some weenies. So CAD's just going for it. And Nacho's doing some work with his Gilly. Interesting. That Gilly will hit hard. I mean, that's going to be 200,000 leadership Gilly. Nonviolent resistance is still going to do some damage at tier 12. I don't think it's enough. He might just get one shot in return. It might be dangerous to do that. All right, man. You're going to draw Kid. You're claiming Kid. All right, I'll remember that, Fishhead. I'll remember that. Kid. Oh, did you really get me to say that? You son of a... All right, where's my pen at? Where's my pen? Let's write this down. Okay. CAD is just sitting on it. We don't know what he's garrisoned on himself. Probably a Rogers. Maybe a Dwarf main. Let's see if we can get the best replays. Best replays. Oops, let's see. So we want a CAD. 3 Chinese letters with a 7 at the end. That's how I read Chinese. 3 Chinese letters with a skywalker. Oh, geez. None of them here. Okay. None of them there. Oh boy. All right, let's just grab one. We'll just grab one. Let's go with Yes, because Yes is a big commander and it looks like he is lost. So someone shared the replay, usually meaning that they won. So this could be a big one. Okay. So yeah, Vega with tier 10 infantry. Get a breakdown. Get a breakdown. There you go. Is it enough to kill an entire slot? I don't think so. Whoa. Excuse me. For the record, he did not kill 1,700. Okay, he killed 170. Right, we're going to watch that again because there's no way he just one-shot 1,700 unless he's not wearing gear. Yeah, 250. Okay, even then, that's still a tremendous hit for Vega. Well done, Vega. Good God, that's a hell of a strike. That's impressive. I'm proud of him. I feel like there might be missing something here, though. I don't know. I'd like to see that same replay without the breakdown, just to be sure. All right, so we've got an up arrow versus Shaka replay here. I got my money on X here. Yeah, and the bloodthirst triggers. All right. Hey, we got an X replay. We don't get those too often. I always talk crap about the X, but deep down, I kind of like watching those replays. They're kind of funny. It's one of the most unique commanders in the game. One of the best one-slot bus commanders in the game. One of the best defensive commanders in the game. But Stella overall beats her at everything. It's just that as a defender with first strike, she can sometimes just kill an opponent before they ever get a chance to hit you, which I think is great. Oh, Vega with a Gemini Awakening. If he one-shots this entire Neko March, I'm going to be blown away. Oh my God, he might. This one's going to die for sure. Let's see if Breakdown Gemini kills them both. It does. Oh my God, that poor Nekajiro just got crushed by Vega. Ouch, man, that is hard to watch. That's hard to watch. Wow. That Neko had so much potential in his lineup against a Vega with airships, but not against a Vega with infantry. Oh, here we go. This is the guy that is defending the left side. Well, this is the guy that's attacking the garrison. So he's exposed to the enemy, and they're attacking into him. Oh, yeah, this is the one we just saw. Okay. Well, we're going to start wrapping this live stream up, guys. Yeah, we can't stay up too much later. I think the most important matchup that I think all the foreign community wanted to see already happened. 888 is going to get the win. We are going to have an English guild to root for going into the round of 8, so congratulations, guys. Well done. As far as the remaining guilds, CAD, I'm pretty sure, has, 15 minutes left on this base here. They're going to get this base and probably go right for the stronghold after. Even though they have the point win, they're still taking the base. So they're just trying to end this game. So this will be over in another hour. CAD with the win there. Could be an upset, though. Keep an eye on the line community, the line chats. Usually, if there's an upset, you'll definitely hear about it. I think CAD is definitely worthy of going to the round of 4, round of 8, no doubt about it. They are contenders. And then what's left? We've got ALD versus CHN. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Was it ALD? Yeah, ALD versus this group here, and then TNB versus NYC. TNB versus NYC. That's actually that's a tough one. Let's go to the ALD match first. Then we'll talk about TNB versus NYC because NYC's Gan and Male God, they can put up a good fight against Letter. I expect Letter to have bigger everything, but teamwork is going to play a role, and NYC is one of the top teamworking guilds in the game. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. This matchup here, really not too impressive here. Kind of a small showing. A lot of the wrong halls. No Dawn halls. Sorry, guys. We expect to see more penetration halls, but it is a bit of a standoff. ALD does have the point lead. So they're just not they're not spending any money. They're letting them come to them. They're not in a hurry. Looks like ALD should be able to take that win down. I have no reason to think otherwise. Let me double check the points here. No, I am wrong. Oh my God, ALD is losing that game. So they haven't committed to taking the bases yet. I expect they will, but remember, ALD is Bingo's guild. And if ALD's Bingo isn't there, and all they have is it Batman and one other player, Whisper, I don't know if they could do it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We will find out tomorrow. And then the last match of the night is TNB versus NYC, and it's 1 billion to 2 billion. NYC in the lead by 1 billion points with 10 hours to play. And it looks like NYC still has a great showing. They haven't been cracked. It looks like TNB wanted to come in, speed hit them, knock them off, zero them, and break them up from their defensive formation, but they have held their formation, or at least recovered. TNB doesn't have the numbers, but their numbers aren't too far off. And it looks like neither one is committed to going for it at this time. So NYC has a huge point lead. I expect them to keep that point lead. They're pretty smart about their fights. So when TNB finally goes for it to clear the base or take a stronghold, maybe they can catch NYC. But for now, I'm expecting NYC to win this. I just know that NYC is the type of guild that will always get a point lead advantage, but doesn't typically win the finals. So is TNB the guild that's just going to knock them out in the round of 16? Well, they certainly could be. TNB is definitely capable of it. They're definitely a top 4 guild. So best of luck to NYC. They're going to have to grind out a victory here. It's going to be tough for them, but it should be a good match nonetheless. I mean, I say good match, but it's going to be a slow, long, drawn-out match, which unfortunately is a lot of the way this game is played sometimes just because of the cost of playing. It can be very expensive. So that's that. There are no great replays to end the match on. We did get to see that Nekajiro get crushed by a tier 10 Vega infantry. That was funny. We got to talk about Fabian for a minute. I don't know what we'll do with that. And we got to see... Oh, what was that good replay we saw? There was a good replay. Did I not save that one? I didn't save it. It was Gilly versus Stella. Damn, I want that Gilly versus Stella replay. That was kind of funny. Where was that Gilly versus Stella replay? And I'll end it on that. No, we have to do the release. Sky. I forgot Sky. I know. Sorry, man. There's so many names. Gilly versus Stella. Was it Whisper? ALD, right? Yeah, it was Whisper, I think. Okay. Thanks, Goku. Appreciate it, man. Okay. Oh. Yeah, let's throw on some crit gems. Alright. Oh, there's some new replays. Should we check these real quick? We'll check them real quick. Yeah, that was weird. He didn't have enough crit. If he had crit, it would have been a much faster fight, but he did not. Come on, Bullet. Get him. Get him, Bullet. 20,000 Bullet. He could take down 15 of these. You could take down 15 of these, bud. Oh, got him with the Andromeda's Radiance. Skip that turn, bud. Not that it matters. Here comes the Ghost Cannon. Oh, only 5. Oh, well. Hey, still got 5, though. Those are points. Those are legit points. Your guild needs those points. Your opponent has to heal those troops. He's participating for his team when he's not a $20,000 to $50,000 count. That's important, guys. Okay, so here's that Whisper replay again. Let's see what this Gilly versus Stella fight looks like. It was much slower than we expected. So, what's going on here? What is going on here? You can take down 15 of these. Oh, careful. Okay, we're going to rewatch this. Because I'm a fool, and I wasn't watching my own stream live. What are you doing? Okay, so this is the Whisper versus somebody, Gilly versus Stella replay. Small troop amount, but definitely interesting. So let's see it. Gilly versus Stella, tier 12. But Whisper, first thing we'll notice that Whisper doesn't have enough crit gear, right? So that's the first thing we're going to notice. He's not getting his full damage out of his troops. So even when he does trigger, now Preemptive's not going to let Gilly or Stella land any gems the first turn. So she'll get a Sagittarius, which is good. That's going to ignore a lot of defense, or sorry, HP. And then the Gemini is going to double strike with that Sagittarius in the first round. But it doesn't do enough to even kill one. So that was interesting. That was no crit, no crit. So she's missing crit there. That's missing a lot of the damage. What should have happened, Sagittarius Gemini right there with Terra Space, should have one-shotted that Stella. But that lack of crit gear, and maybe Stella's build with Fearless and the Infantry Helm, reducing that Terra Space and overall damage, is making a huge difference. I think that's what's going on. So here we go with a non-violent resistance to ignore the defense, and even that isn't one-shotting it, but doesn't crit. Normally these do crit. So big issue here with Whisper's build. He really needs to stick on just two crit gems. Stick on 30% crit gems on your weapons. I know you lose 60% damage, but you already have like 800% bonus attack. The crit's going to do way more for you. I don't know where that crit wither is coming from. I don't think it's... I know Whisper has the research for it, so there must be some crit wither on Stella. What are we missing? Is there something going on in the game that we're missing? Is there a way to get more crit wither that we're not seeing? Is he wearing like 3-piece of the Walker gem set or something? Let's check the comments below. If you know why Whisper's not getting crits, despite Stella not doing anything to take away his crit chance, let us know. Because if you could do this to other commanders and really soften their damage, this could be a huge game breaker. Especially if Stella had Virgo or Ares, could really punish this Gilly. Gilly will end up winning this fight, but not nearly as convincing as we would expect from this type of setup, from these level of players with these troops. So we'll go ahead and finish it off now. You can see the final troop amount. Stella only kills 6. Gilly ends up killing, I don't know, it was like 30 or something. Interesting. Very interesting. Let us know if you figured out how that crit wither occasion occurred in the comments below. There we go. All right. You know, crit wither you can get. You're right. You can get crit wither, but I think crit wither only happens on infantry or on walker commanders. Let me see if I can awaken one of my own. Yeah, let me take full metal real fast. We'll do the awaken here and just see what's going on here. This is, what gear is this? My Stella gear? Oh, this new gear. It's complicated. Okay. So let's take a walker commander. Who's the walker commander of choice tonight, guys? First one in the comments is the one I activate. We got something B or less. Choose a walker commander. Quick, quick, quick. Medusa or less. Mary. Don't you dare say... Nope, nope, nope. Kif is not a commander. Kif is not a commander. Damn it. All right. Fine. I'm a man of my word. I'm a man of my word, boys. Oh, God. Ugh. Filthy rodent. Filthy, filthy. You know what? If we're going to do this, we're going to put his nasty-ass skin on. Okay. Let's do some awaken. Wait, why would we do a kid? We know we can get crit wither with a walker commander. I know that. Insufficient. What a little jerk. He took the last of my potions. All right, let's do it with an infantry commander. You can't get crit wither on an infantry commander. Defense. Resistance weakened. Dodge. Crit wither. Okay. Wow. Okay. Holy shit. Man. Telling you, there's so much going on in the meta right now. Crit wither is so big at reducing damage. Man, that is amazing. It gives me a lot to think about. There's so much potential by stunting your opponent's damage like that. Crit wither is so powerful. I don't know, man. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Let's end the stream though. Let's pick that commander that's coming out of the warp gate. If you weren't watching earlier, we are going to guess the commander that comes out of this warp gate. If you guess it right, you get one of these bad boys, a special edition, limited release, numbered set, one of 100 kind. It's not numbered. It's not limited edition. They're just super cool. Army made them for us. I'm giving them out to members of the channel. It's a pin. It has my name on it. I hope you like a pin that has my name on it. You could stick it to anything you want in the modern age. Listen, if you want it, guess what commander's coming out of the warp gate? I'll mail you one. How about that? All right? Put it in the comments right now. The last commander you choose is the one that counts as your final submission. Fishhead put in for... Oh, geez, I didn't write it down. Anyone remember what Fishhead said? I'll ask him tomorrow. I'm sure he'll tell me. I meant to write it down. Okay. All right, we're going to release here in 10 seconds. 10, 9. Blackheim with the Tina. There ain't no Tina coming out of this warp gate. Okay, Bullet. I got you. Okay. With the Kakra. I'm looking at all the brave choices. Anyone going with like B or higher commanders. But look at you guys. Look at all you guys going with these D commanders. Grow some balls. There we go. There's a Bullet or an Albert choice. That's a tough one. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. A lot of rock, a lot of kid. I hope it's Albert. I hope it's Albert because that's such a rare one. Sensei's a B. That's a tough choice. If I get it right, would you send it back to me? Yeah, I would. I'd sign it. There you go. How's that? Something silly with it. I'll take it on a road trip. Take pictures with it. All right, here we go. Coming out of the warp gate. I'm guessing Axe. Are you joking me? It was a freaking B commander? It was a freaking B commander. Have we ever had a B commander in a release event? That is and look at all you guys trying to sneak in with a D commander, trying to play it smart. No, 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 no. Are you kidding me? Freaking Sensei. Lilith's counterspawn. No. What do you? No. Who? Blackheim? The Tina main? You think he won? No. He clearly. Hey, let me scroll up. Hat Blackheim said Sensei. I don't know. I mean, I feel like he's like 2 letters off. I feel like he was like insulting me. I didn't. Was that a real submission? I don't know. We're gonna have to put this one out to a verdict. Jury, can I get a ruling on that one? Judge, can I get a judge? Is it? Are we counting that? God, I mean, it was a B commander, and he was joking around with his first Tina release. I kind of feel like he deserves it. Yeah, he kind of deserves it. Yeah, I'm going to go with Velok on this one. We're going to count it. Yeah, we're going to count it. Chris is saying count it. Soren's saying count it. William's saying count it. Chaos saying count it. Does anyone want to say, nah, screw him, give it to me? Screw him, give it to me. I'll take it. No such thing as luck. All right. Hat Blackheim, you've been a great supporter of the community and channel for so long, so congratulations. What a brave choice, man. Sensei, are you kidding me? What has Sensei done for any of you recently? Because it just got Blackheim this awesome, unique, not one of a... What are you going to do with this pin, man? I hope you're in school. You can put this on a backpack or something. If people go, what is that for? You go, you wouldn't understand. All right, very cool. Let's call it a night, guys. So congratulations to everyone that's advancing, mostly the 888 members, probably ALD, probably CAD, probably TNB, but not without NYC having something to say about it. So congrats to Blackheim for winning that medal. Thank you, Serenity, for this amazing pin. If you want to send me a pin, I have a mailing address in the bottom. I'll be wearing them all month long in the live stream playoffs and giving the shout outs where appropriate. And I just want to say thanks for everyone for joining us. We had somewhere around 30 to 50 viewers at any given time tonight, all Ark of War players, all players that know what's going on, that actually can speak our language with us, because let's be honest, we're the only people we know that play this game and can talk about this game with each other. God knows we don't tell our coworkers and friends, right? We sneak away to YouTube, we sneak away to Line, we sneak away to our game to talk about this game together. So thanks for being here. I enjoy doing this, and I hope you guys join us next week. New videos every day. Thanks to the promoters for keeping this channel going and helping me kind of really get behind the new content and the new stuff I wanted to pour into this thing. So that's it. Thanks for hanging out tonight, guys. It's been a pleasure. Good night. God damn it. Every time I go to do the good night, I click the end stream, and there's this little button that pops up, and if I don't push it, I just sit there staring at it looking for the button.